In this demo, we're going to cover how to build a burst space, and we're going to take a look at what are some different types of spaces that are available for you to build, and what are the differences between them, and when you and other people in your organization might want to use different types of spaces. And actually also we're going to cover who in your organization typically might want to use these different kinds of spaces. And then lastly, we'll cover what are the advantages and the benefits of you and people throughout your organization to be able to create these different kinds of spaces. So to begin building a space, you notice the Add Space button in the upper right here, and we will click that in a moment. But before we do, I just want to point out that what you're looking at here is the home page or the home screen that shows all of the different spaces that you've already got available to you. And each space is basically a container that contains different dashboards and different users and different data and different security settings that allow those users to access the different dashboards and the data within them. And each of these you can think of really as walled off or separate from the others. So each of these is its own little world, if you will, with its own data, dashboards, and users. What we're going to do now is create a new space, which will then appear later in your list of spaces. Now here we have a lot of spaces. Your typical user probably won't have as many spaces as we have here, but you could have this many if you were set up to be able to do that. So to create a new space, we're going to click on this Add Space button here in the upper right, and then we'll be presented with some choices. These are three different types of spaces which really vary in the level of involvement that you or someone else in your organization is going to have in defining the data model. So let's discuss these briefly one by one, starting with automatic data modeling.